And I think we are live. Welcome back to yet another episode here of Manor Lords. We will see if we can end this series either today or on the next playthrough here. Because we only have one opponent left to defeat. And in the last episode, we went from only one town to manage to 3 towns. So we have a lot to micromanage, unfortunately. But it would be good practice for me. It was a lot of time since I've had to do that. 2 years ago that I did my last playthrough. So let's see what we have. We have 3 settlements here. Then our opponent has also have 3. And we have 1 here that is not contested at the moment. And we don't have any bandits as far as I can see. So we have a few coins here in our treasury, not that much, but if we do need, we can hire some mercenaries. So that's good if we need to contest a region. So let's see what we could do here in this first region here. It's in the middle of the winter here. So this is freezing up. We can spare one of you. We have 6 available families here. Now we have some regional wealth here. So what are we trading here? We don't have a rich deposit here in this region, unfortunately. So we are pretty much stuck on selling planks or... Yeah, I think planks is the one that we are trading here. I think that is what we have, unfortunately. Maybe we can set up a sheep farm or something, maybe. Or if we can maybe produce some vegetables. Because the fertility rate here in this land was quite bad, unfortunately. So I think we are stuck with the wood. Or if we can export maybe some, if we can produce some shields maybe. Global market surplus oversupplied. Yeah, but that is not the case for firewood. So let's see, 20 to set up a trade route for that. We already have a trade route for planks. But it's like 1 for 1 here. But maybe we will set up a trade route for that because we need money. So we're going to export everything above 50, I think. 50 we can keep and the rest we can trade for. And let's see, we can of course buy a horse whenever that is available for us. We can man the church. Let's see how this stone deposit that is almost depleted. We have this iron deposit here. And this one I think we will mine. Do we need to place it? Yeah, it needs to be in range. Yeah, let's place it here. we can mine everything and then we can just remove that when that is depleted. Let's see if we can set up a reserve here of maybe 20 timber here, so that they don't overproduce. Do we need a production limit? I don't think so, because we want to produce as much planks as possible. So let's remove that. And when it comes to the wood cutting lodge here, do we have the same possibility here? No, you're just going to chop up how much, as much as you can. Large granary. Here we have the storehouse. Let's maybe update this one to a large storehouse so you can have some carts. That would be a little bit more efficient to move things around. Let's see about this town. Let's see, did we... Exactly, now we have barley. So now we should be able to produce... ale here, I think. Malt. So we need some kind of brewery. Malt house. Yeah. Don't think I've placed a malt house. So let's see, we have the barley here. So where would we place that? We have all of the barley here, so it would be of course nice to place it somewhere close. Should we place it up here? I really like this small forest. Quite nice. Want to keep that. Don't have anything in here. Maybe I wanted to save that for another burgage plot. Yeah, that was what I was thinking, so we could have the brewery there. So let's actually put it here. This hitching post we can maybe place over here instead. Let's also put down few burgage plots here. Would not be nice to live next to the quarry here, but maybe we do want the space there in between. But we need one more. Let's do it like this. So we have one more burgage plot there. Let's see if we can update that. So that can be our brewery. Yeah. Plot level is too low. Yeah, I know. Pigs, 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 pigs. We haven't decided. Let's go for the pigs there for you as well. Can change that later. We don't need to do anything else about this. This should all be assigned. You are gardeners. Let's see what we try to produce. I think we switched around the production a little bit. So the helmets we do need. No, that was on the other town. Yeah. So this town is focused on spears and archers. Yeah. You have enough food and fuel to last during the winter, so that's good. But the meat production I am still not happy with. So let's see if we can maybe turn off the trading of livestock here. No trade. So let's let the sheep multiply a little bit more. Right. I don't know if you can hear it, but the Swedish Air Force celebrates 100 years today. So they are having a really big flyover of Stockholm. If you want to assemble an entire army from your peasants, you need to have 90 families. That will provide men for 6 squads of 36. Alright, so I need 90 families. Alright, that's good to know. So we need to bump up the residential here, for sure. I was thinking that maybe I could manage with the ones that I do have in this town, and maybe from this town eventually when they recover. And then hire mercenaries for the rest. And let's see if I can conquer all of the other regions, or the remaining regions. We have some empty burgage plots here. So I think that what we are missing is the ale here, or the tavern. Supply 50 burgage plots. Yes, we don't need to worry about that just yet. All right. Let's check this small town out. So this one is now built up, and here we have the large storehouse. So let's see, we moved this, I think, or we tried to move it at least. Yeah. So let's see if we now can move everything over that is connected with the wood and mining and charcoal production here up to this large storehouse instead. There's a separate achievement for playing with only mercenaries. It's quite difficult, and 0.6 of the world players have this achievement. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe making a playthrough on the hardest difficulty settings and see if I can achieve that. So maybe in my next playthrough, I need a little bit of a challenge, I think. So this is just a refreshment playthrough on my part. See what is new here. So let's see, we have the iron deposit there. So that's only iron, correct? Yeah, we don't have anything else. So let's see, but we have the bloomery up there. And the smithy. All right, so the tools, rubble, maybe we can have here, roof tiles, mortar. Yeah, but let's not have any crops. Definitely not having these types of crafting materials. Iron ore we will have, wool we can get rid of, stone, iron slab we can have, wax and salt, clay we can have up here if we do have anything. Yarn and all of this we can make sure that we deselect. No commodities, no armory, and the fuel we can have up here. All right, and let's go ahead and then deselect the same thing here. So here we don't want these elements. We will have the crops. We will get rid of everything regarding to the stone and the clay. Weapons we will have here, and we will have no fuel here. All right, so let's see if we can then move things over to this storehouse. We can bump up the numbers there because we do have available people. Did we clear out all of the bodies from our battle? Maybe when we loaded the game, they will disappear. But here we have a decent amount of food, but fuel. Yeah, we switched over our wood production. So can we have timber storage? Yeah, we only need one of you. Now we have our wood saw pit. Where is our wood cutting lodge? There it is. For firewood and then charcoal. Yeah, I think that's enough. And we have 2 marketplaces. Mushrooms. We have our forager's hut here. And then the trade post was set up over here. What do we have? We have horses. Yeah, they're all maxed out. And oxens, but we don't need those. Or of course for the wood production. But we don't have any farms here. But we don't have sheep or lambs. So maybe that we can maybe have our sheep farm area maybe here. So let's see if we can set that up. Livestock trading post. Let's see if we can build you, set you up here. And then we can have our little area. Maybe here. All right. Let's do a pasture. Maybe we will have 2 smaller ones. Can we have them like side by side? Like that. And then we can have our sheep farm at the top here. So that's the sheep farm. And then of course we want to produce the weaver shop we can also place down here. And let's see, hides. Do we have that? Do we have any animals? Yeah, we have some goats and pigs. Yeah, so for the goats we should have some hides. Yeah, 18 hides only. But all right. So let's place down a tannery here as well. And it is a large, or it's a storehouse in order to store everything regarding to that. So let's place down a storehouse here as well for these, for everything regarding to the sheep farm there. Yeah. All right. So let's see, what kind of weaponry do we have here? Exactly, we have some side arms, but we should have some shields. Let's see, where is that? There we have the side arms at least. And here we have the small shields. Production limit, let's set you to maybe 20 or something. That's good. Yeah. And let's see if we can make some footmen here. Yeah, and let's see. We don't have any clothings for you, if I'm correct. Do have a huge amount of spears and large shields. Do we have any helmets? No, it doesn't look like it. And for the helmets, we do need a smithy, I think. So let's see if we can update something. So what do we have a huge amount of? What can we spare? Honey. We have a lot of honey producers by the looks of it. Or maybe we can get rid of like chicken. We have everything that we need up here. The bloomery. You're doing iron slabs and you're moving it here eventually. So of course it would be nice to have. Would be nice to have it a little bit closer to here. But it would be a shame to like destroy this. Let's see if we can make some new houses here maybe. Yeah, like this maybe. Expand the town a little bit more. This one we can actually upgrade. That's good. So this might be the spot here. Yeah, so we will make a smithy or a weapons manufacturing when that is being upgraded. Let's see, we do have enough for this one. We have a lot of recruits here. Yeah. Right, good. Can speed up this a little bit so we can get out of the winter. And we can see if we can start claiming a region. See if we can defeat our opponent during this episode, would be nice. Let's start mining. all of the iron here. This is almost completed or depleted. Yeah. And no burgage plots available. That we need to fix. So we have a lot of space here. How much wood do we have? 28. Can we do like this maybe? Alright, this might look cool. Yeah. Alright, expanding our town a little bit. This one was upgraded. Now we have some coins here. So then maybe we can start our vegetables. Yeah, but that is what we want to produce maybe. So let's remove this and make the burgage plots way bigger, of course. Yeah. So let's see. Can we make it like this maybe? Yeah. Yeah, something like that. All right. Vegetable gardens. So we will do vegetable gardens on this side. And then we will do the orchard on these sides, I think. Yeah. Can maybe take one from you and help with the construction there of the houses. And here, let's see, do we have that? Yes, all right, malt house. So get that up and running. And then this one. Would be nice if we could update this. Can we like move in a family in here? Can they just maybe relocate? To a different workplace, but we cannot make them move into a different... Yeah, we cannot move them into another house. That would of course be nice. Let's see, to prevent people in the warehouse from trying to make palaki, which is located near the iron mine, stop installing kiosks. What do you mean with that? To prevent people in the warehouse from trying to make palaki, which is located near the iron mine, stop installing kiosks. Prevent people in the warehouse from trying to make palaki. What is palaki? Right. Let's see if they are now upgraded here. Level 2. Ah, but you don't have a backyard. That was sad. That was really sad. But you have a backyard here. Or? No. Oh, that's too bad. You also don't have a backyard. Alright, then let's grab you then. So we need an armor workshop here in order to make some helmets for us. Yeah, because we don't have that. So let's construct you there. Let's prioritize this one. Perfect. Let's import some sheeps and some lambs. We will have start with maybe 15. Yeah. See if we can make that happen. Perfect. And let's see, so now we have some malt there. And that is going into here, I hope, when it's ready. Yeah, malt, you're going to put it in there. All right, let's upgrade this then. Maybe also this one. Then we will see if we can do something about the communal oven there and see how much resources that this needs to produce. Can we have information about how much we need? If it's better to produce bread from a burgage plot or from the communal oven, or if it is the same. Yeah. Generic storehouse full. We'll do the same thing here. We need to set maybe a limit here to the timber, so that we always have enough timber. This one we can increase. And do we want to replant the forest here? Maybe we need to think about that as well. So let's maybe build 1 or 2 foresters shut here, I think. Yeah. All right, let's see how you are coming through here. We are making some money here. We are trading planks and firewood here. By the looks of it, it's going good. Let's see if we can seed some carrots. Maybe some cabbages. And some beer roots. Yeah, so we have a little bit of a variation there. And here we are going to have some animals, maybe. No. We should have the orchards on this side. That was the plan. Let's see if we can upgrade you. Good. Perfect. And yeah, let's wait with this. And here we also have a lot of backyards here. What was I thinking? Maybe I had the same thought here. But then we will do maybe some animals here. Yeah. So let's see if this is depleted now. No. Let's make 1 more of you there. Right, let's speed things along here a little bit. Then here, let's see if we have updated this one. Yes, you will do helmets. Let's see, another ruler's army was sighted. Okay, what is going on? Let's see if he wants to fight me or something. Why have you spawned? Bandit camp was sighted. Okay. So you're going for that one. That I will also do. Do I need to hire some mercenaries? No. Don't think so. You are all over there. So I think I can just grab the people here from Schatzpitz. So let's grab you two. And also the knights maybe. Let's turn off the running here. And where was the bandit camp? There it was. All right, so let's get you up here. Yeah. All right, now you are upgraded here. Let's make a brewery out of you. Let's see if you can also get completed. You are over there. And I'm over here. So yeah, there's no need for me to run. Just need to make sure that I trigger the bandit camp. Let's see if I want to meet them out in the open here. Yeah, let's see if that's going to trigger them. And you are doing everything here. Let's see how much it will cost me. 30, 60 and 90. All right. 30 it is then. All right, let's focus on the battle then. New merchant was available. And you are over there, so you have a long way to go. So I will beat you to it. That's nice. Let's speed things up here. Hurry, hurry. Did you spawn? There you are. There you are. Let's get you in the defense mode here. Maybe we will have some shield walls. Let's line you up. You're going to be completely surrounded. You can charge them as well. Fighting in the trees here. Maybe not ideal. But alright, managed to break them. They're running off. And let's... where is the bandit camp? There we have it. You can run. There we go. Let's see if we can make you run as well. Run. You can run back to our region. Hustle back. Alright, good. So now we definitely have some more coins here in our treasure chest here. But the influence though, that we are actually lacking. So we need like 2,000 in order to claim a region that is already taken. But this one we can actually claim with influence. But before we do that, I think we will do it with the mercenaries. But that is going to drain the influence. So do we really want to do that? Or do we want to save up the influence? So we want to build more manors, I think. Because that is where we can control percentage of surplus food is given in church in return for influence. So let's see if we can do that. So that we can gain some more influence. Let's reduce the land tax here to 5%. Then a little bit more to the church. Then let's do the same thing in this region. But you don't have that much food. So I'm a little bit worried about doing that. Because you only have fishes, but you do have the mushrooms as well. But you don't have anything else, unfortunately. But we could trade, of course. Because we have a lot of money, so it would of course be nice that if you could maybe bake some bread here. So let's see, what is the cheapest thing to import food-wise? So crop. Rye is very important to import. Or not very. Still quite high there. 11 coins to import. Could we produce anything? Barley, rye. Yeah, we have some rye fields here maybe. And another one up here. And here a small field. That's about it. All right, but let's take advantage of it as much as we can. So here we have one rye field. This is 2.1, so maybe we will split these into 2 then. We can make a road. Straight through here maybe. Hook it up there. Let's make another rye field up here. Then the farmhouse can be located. Yeah. Maybe up here. All right. So that is going to produce us some rye. And then we need a windmill. So let's see, can we have like 100% here somewhere? Where do we want that? Oh, maybe we can have it here then. And then the communal oven. Then a granary. But for that we need rubbled stone. So we are out of stone here in this region. Let's disband you before I forget about it. So let's see if we can then import some rubble stone there. Import. Let's have like 20 rubble stone there as a surplus. We can afford that for sure in this town. Let's see, are we producing any helmets? Let's see if we have any iron slabs available. Let's see, iron slab, the production is going good here. But let's see the tools there. 30, do we have 30 tools or 40 tools? Yes, we do. So what else is getting the iron slabs? Of course here for swords. So maybe put that down to like 30 or something. So you are producing some swords, you are doing the helmets there. And what are you working with? Yeah, you are doing the armor. All right. That's good. We don't do anything else with the iron slabs. Good. All right. Yeah, and you're going to build this up. Let's see how we do here with this production here. Yeah, now we have some sheeps. So let's put the weaver and tannery up and running. And also the storehouse here. And of course the sheep farm here. Let's make sure that you don't touch anything except the hides here and the leather, pelts, linen, wool. Get rid of everything else, yarn. Well, you can have flax up here, of course. But we didn't have any flax production, but we can do it like that. Clothes you can have. Let's remove all of this. All right, and then we have another storehouse here. Maybe we can take away now a few of you. The same here. Don't need that many people manning that. You can help with the construction. And then here we can, of course, disable everything with our clothing industry. Just like that, I think. Yeah. All right. So we are in March here. So now you are making ale here. So that's good. Let's see. Exposed stock are getting soaked. Yeah, pantry. All right, so the pantry there is full. So let's man up you there a little bit more. Now we have the forger's hut here, so we definitely need some more people moving in here, but yeah. We upgraded you, but yeah, that's tier 3 in order to get the bakery there. So we are not yet ready for that. Yeah. Good. Malt house, yeah, and do we have our tavern? This one needs to be operated now. Workers can supply up to 50 burgers plots. Okay, but how many can we supply at the moment? Let's see, it looks like we can. Entertainment surplus. Yeah, so I think we need to upgrade this one to a large tavern. Yeah, put that to very high priority. Yep. What about you? Are you finished now? Yeah, you are. Good. And let's see, here we have... Let's do some more quinces. And here we can make some apples maybe. And then we're out of money. We have 8 people here sitting around. So you're grabbing the iron there. You are chopping down the forest there, so that's good. All right, no burgage plots available. All right, so people want to move in here. That's nice, of course. Let's see if we then can make some more burgage plots here. And we are going to move this wood industry here. And what did I plan to chop down? I think I plan to remove this part. after a while. I think that was my plan at least. So let's see if we can build some more houses here maybe. Do we need some more fields? No, we have some more fields here. But we can of course have the plot a little bit bigger just for show. Yeah. Just for show. Free stalls, locations. Yeah. And let's see, now we have more sheep. No, we still don't have more sheeps and lambs. Let's see what the butcher has to say. Where are you? You are here. Production limit, no. Reserve. You will do mutton. Mutton and hide. For that you will need salt and pork. Do we have a surplus of pork? Probably not. We do have pigs, but we are not having a surplus of that. So we are lacking some pig then if we want to have sausages, but we do have plenty of food here. Maybe not plenty, but we have enough at least. Communal oven. Yeah, you are making your thing here. This one we just need to have up and running next year. But let's prepare everything, and now we can have our granary here as well. So a little nice industry area here. So now that is set up. You are working here. That's good. So let's see, you need to have a weaver shop, I think. A tailor's workshop here. So let's see if we can upgrade you then. Yeah, so let's upgrade you there. See if you can make some clothes, but you need flax. Correct? You need flax. You need flax in order to produce linen. So do we have any fertility for flax? No, we don't. That sucks. So that we need to import. Flax. Okay. Let's import then. Let's import like 30 flax. We do have the money though, so that we can arm our footmen here with some clothes. Enemy unit has been spotted. Why? Is there another? Ah, okay, you are coming for me here, all right. And here we have you as well. Yeah. All right. All hands. Let's protect our little settlement here. That came out of nowhere. Luckily for me, we have some troops here, so we are ready to defend ourselves for sure. All right. Let's surround you as well. Get you in the back there. Yeah. This should be an easy one. Yeah. All right. Good. Excellent. That we took care of really easy. That's nice. So what that needed to be that little bandit group there. All right. Did we gain some influence on that? Maybe a little bit. All right. Now we have a tavern here. All right, that's nice. Can we see if we have... Can we see what level they are at? No, we cannot. We can just see if we can update it. That is what we can see. All right, now we have 2K there. New mercenaries available. All right, we have more families moving in. Perfect. We have a few more coins here. Can we assign? We will do more apples and then quinces. Yeah. We have 6 available families. So we have a lot of available people here to help with everything that we do need. So here we can actually have some more. This is a rich deposit, but it's not endless. So we can make sure that we gather everything that we do need from there. And this region doesn't have anything to arm themselves with. So this we need to make sure that we need to have a small militia here for this town as well, because maybe we cannot rely on help from the nearby town here if the enemy is going to spawn like here or something. We are close to the border there. So let's see, we need a bloomery. Would it be nice to have it a little bit outside of the town, maybe? Or maybe in this area. Yeah. So let's make a road. Connect to there. And then this road can divert and then maybe follow the forest line there. Let's create all of the industry that we need. maybe in this area. Yeah. All right, so the bloomery we need. We can have that right over here. And we need to produce some tools, of course, that we can, of course, make sure that we import because of the trade. So let's focus on making weapons. So we need iron slabs. And then we need to upgrade here. So we can do spears, helmets, and shields. So we need to have 3 burgage plots that we can upgrade. And in order for them to upgrade, we need vegetables or grains. All right. So what was the situation with our farmlands? Oh, of course. Maybe that was the reason that I chopped down the forest here in order to have some farmlands here. Yeah. Emmer and flax and rye, they are all good here in this region. And also here. Yeah, all right. So maybe we will do our farmland here then. Yeah, I think so. But one step at a time here. But we need to prep here. It's May, so it's almost time for, or after the summer, we need to have everything up and running here. All right, so let's see, how big fields can we do? What if we do like this? No, that's not the correct one. Here we have the field. So if we go up here, 1.3. Yeah, that's good. Let's make a road. And can we have yet another road, maybe up here? Let's see, yet another field here maybe. A little bit small, but why not? So that is emery, and flax is no good. Barley, we need to have it here. Rice all over the place. So let's see if we can make a small road hugging the tree line here. I want to preserve as much as possible here just because it looks nice. Let's see if we can make a field out of this. So let's create a barley field here maybe. Yeah, something like that. So rye we have all over the place. We have barley. Flax we need to have on the opposite side by the looks of it. Or if we take something from here, flax, and then emmer, we do have a lot here as well. So let's see if we want to place our farmhouse. Maybe we will have 2 farmhouses. But let's start with one. Does it really matter where we place it? Flax, barley. Yeah, let's place it there. Do we need something else? Let's see, of course we need the windmill. Where can we place you? 100% efficiency. It'd be nice to have you here. Facing, maybe on the top here would look nice. Yeah. Windmill, and then the communal oven. And of course we also need a granary for everything. Do we want a field here? There's a little bit of unnecessary travel back and forth. But it might look nice. So let's see if we can sneak a road up there. And let's put the granary there and also the communal oven up there. That little space there. Yeah. Let's prioritize the farmhouse there. And of course we also need some more stable space here. So let's put a stable on the back side of that farmhouse. Can we order an ox already? Yeah. We need to have at least 2 for the farmhouse there. Yeah. Here we have people. You are supplying people with ale there, so that's nice. You can grow. We don't need that. Maybe we can assign you to plant some trees here in this area. The same here for you. You can also plant here in this area. Can we spare someone? Yeah, I think we can spare one from the trading post here. We can have you run that. And what about you guys? Are you up and running here? No, not yet. But we have prepped a lot. And here, let's put you to a tailor workshop. Yeah. Now, of course, we need a butcher. So we need a butcher shop. So we can upgrade you as well there. So you can have be a butcher. Yeah. Let's upgrade you to a small stable. Yeah, all right. So, what do we want to do? We have 2k here of influence. Do we want to pick a fight with him? So we can claim this region. That is going to cost us 1000 in influence, but then we don't have enough to claim another region. And I think it would be fun to see if we can actually claim this one. So what mercenaries can we hire? He can have the archers. So let's sign the contract with these guys. Let's put you there. Where do you spawn? You spawned over there. You can maybe run. And over here. All right, so let's get you a little bit of a head start. And then we can contest this. And then we will bring in our own armies, of course. And of course now we can, of course, upgrade our to this garrison tower. Yeah. Let's upgrade this to the garrison tower here. Commit. So that we can have some more knights here. We only have 12 at the moment. Oh, that's not it here. So we have 12. Or should have 12. Recruits is missing. Ah, we are in the wrong... yeah, sorry, we are of course here. Yeah, because we defeated them entirely. That is why. That is of course why. That is why. So here we can then buy a few. Treasury cost. Here we can buy a few of them. So here we have like 12. Perfect. Then the same thing for our first town here. Yeah. That's good. Then maybe we can upgrade. Do we have enough to upgrade to a garrison tower for this one as well? It looks like that. And we can just place it in the open field. Like that. Commit. Here we have enough people, so that should not be a problem. And now the farmhouse is up and running. Perfect. Yeah. New mercenaries available. So let's see. All right, let's hire you as well. Let's contest this one. Claim with influence, Tausenbrook. Yeah. Let's see if he's going to fight me and see how much he can master. See if we need to bring out everything that we got. All right. So you got a few units. But we also have that. But we have a lot of archers though. No, we only have 2. Okay, I think we will be good. But let's make sure that you are hustling. Yeah. Well, you can stop. Let's see, our battlefield is going to be here. All right, and you're probably going to march straight through here. So it is kind of a hillish location. Yeah. So let's see if we can assemble our troops up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Like this, and then our archers in the rear. Like that. So now you can actually walk. And yeah, but you need to run for sure. Yeah, all right. And let's battle this out. Let's just check that we are not missing anything. So we don't get ambushed by some bandits. So we are occupied with the battle. It doesn't look like it. All of these are about these troops. All right. The troops are gathered. Make soldiers harder to hit. Make unit run slightly faster, far less effective in melee. Right. Here we have allow friendly fire. Disciplined troops can shoot at enemies even if the friendly units are engaged. Okay. Don't think we had that option for these units. Spread you out on a thin line like this. Line up. All right. Let's take a nice screenshot here of this beautiful mercenary army that we got. Prepare for battle. All right. You are trying to sneak around, I see. It's a little bit of cheating that you can actually see where your enemy is coming from, but the battle begins. Right, where are you going? Are you going on my flank, maybe? Right, let's push through here. Make you go around. You can also run. Then get you from behind here as well. And can we chase you off? Yeah. All right. There we go. Would not be fun to be there. All right, we have forced you away to flee. You are shooting though, but we don't have the allow friendly friendly fire. We don't have that activated, and we are chasing you. Now we got you here as well. And these are of course poor archers, so you are not able to do anything. So I think we are going to win this battle for sure. With a few days to spare here. Broken, perfect, victory. Peace declared. All right. So now we have gained control of this region. Thousandbrook. But we can't continue, unfortunately, because we don't have enough influence. So, all right. So we need more influence. So the only thing to gain influence, let's see, requires from raising the settlement level and taxation and building influential buildings. What is influential buildings? Might that be the actual Manor Lord, maybe? Maybe we have neglected that part. All right, but let's disband this unit. We don't need you anymore. And let's leave all of the dead people here. Sad to see my flag here laying on the ground. Well, rest in peace. Fortunately, we don't have a corpse pit, so you're just going to rot there in the sunshine. Really nasty. So we can definitely set up a camp here, for sure. We have the iron deposit, the wild berries, and the wild animals. So this is going to be like a nice, good settlement, a good start there. Now we also have a big treasury chest there, so we can actually buy some more, what do you say, we can have a better leverage or, yeah, better start. All right, so let's see. Now we have iron ore here, so now we can do the iron slabs there. And now we actually have vegetables here. So now we can make sure that we can upgrade a few of our plots here. So we need at least 3 to be updating. All right. So now you have enough on your plate. Let's see what we can do about this. So if we do this, it will generate 1 wealth per month. Do we have one that has like 3? So level 3 generates 2 regional wealth per month and increase living space by 1. Okay, so still no influence. So let's check out if we upgrade the church. Fulfills church level 2 for burgage plots. For that we need roof tiles. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this castle planner then. Garrison tower. Limit reached. Walls and gate. Alright, let's see if we can build nice wall around this. Don't need that large fortification, we just need something. Alright. No construction cost. Outer towers. Maybe we need the wall first. Garrison units and villagers shoot projectiles. Right, let's start with the wall then. Should we do over the King's Road? No. Let's stick with this. Can we connect to this? Up here. Commit. All right, 72 planks and a lot of timber. Do we have that? Yeah, we do have. Let's see if we can spare some people for the production of that. This will not help us. You do iron slab, stonemason station. How is it going for our trade here? Have we flooded the market already? No, we don't. So let's see if we actually need some of this. Rubble stone we are keeping, but the dressed stone, maybe we should like keep like 50 or something. And this we can actually stop the mortar industry. Smithy tools. Can get a few more people here. 3 people. And we have 3 over there, and here we have like 3. Yeah, all right. Mining picked exhausted. All right. So then let's demolish that one. You're creating your iron slabs there. And you're upgrading. And here most of the things are being constructed there. 3 burgage plots is available for people to move in. Let's see, where will we move our wood production? Are we going to move it on the other side? I really like this forest line. Would of course be bad for if we are getting attacked. So maybe we will do our... What did we say about our fortifications? Of course, would be nice to have it on high ground here. But maybe we will have our Manor Lord actually in this area. So let's see if we can move the unit or work area chop down in this region. And the same here. So let's chop down all of that. Yeah. All right. And here, let's convert you to... So let's see, now we have flax and we have linen. So let's upgrade you to a large storehouse. And what did we say? We should have, yeah, 1 butcher. That's what we already did. So Gambersons we want to produce. We want to set a limit to like 30 maybe. Yeah. So that was a tailor shop and this one should be a butcher. Yeah. See if we can get some meat into town here. Pork. Yeah. Here, let's see if we can upgrade the backyards there. Right. Okay, so let's see if we can start a new settlement here then. Right, settlers camp. So, do we want to have it up on the hillside here? I think so. But let's have it down here maybe. Then let's build up there. Where do we want to cut down the wood? Yeah, we're going to cut down all of this, I think. Yeah, so let's spawn in the middle here. And here we can see plentiful. It's going to cost us, let's do average and confirm. All right. So let's do this once more here. Right, so the logging camp can place down there. There we have our berries. So let's place our forester hut. Do we plan to chop down this forest as well? No. Let's make it over here. Let's grab a small road. Can follow the tree line here for a start. And how steep is the slope? Not super bad, but not super comfortable either. I think this is going to be good enough. Yeah. Like that. All right, and then a hunting camp. We can have this also here. Where do we want our road to go? Maybe sneaking through here. Oh, away with you. Let's create a small road going through like that. And the granary. So where do we want to keep that? So of course here we have our food production. So maybe let's put it over there. Yes, and of course our corpses are here. Unfortunately. So we don't want to get any diseases. So can we remove this when they are dug down? Maybe not. So that's not very pleasant. So where do we want that? Somewhere in the forest. It's 106 people to put there. We want our town maybe here. So maybe up here. Yeah. Not very nice, but we need it. And then, of course, a storehouse for the planks. So we're going to have, of course, here we're going to have our industry, our mining industry. So let's say that we maybe we want a road hugging this tree line. Going up to our little town there. And of course maybe another one. So we can have some houses here maybe. Then we can have like a road going up here. So let's place our storehouse. Maybe we will place it up here. Then we can have all of our industry here, maybe. Yeah. Maybe like that. All right, we have plenty of food here, so let's see if we can make sure to move all of the corpses out of the way there. And of course the granary. Yeah, because that is going to get spoiled otherwise. Freezing. Oh yeah, this is this town, of course. And hitching post, of course, we need one more ox. Can have one hitching post. So where do we want our stables? Maybe we can have our 2 stables up here. So let's move that up here. Yeah. Let's wait with that. And let's see, where do we have the water? So let's see if we have our well here, maybe. And then we can have our burgage plots here. So maybe we want a road going down here. We can continue this road down here. Up here. Here we can have our first burgage plots. So do we want them to be like downhill, maybe? A few of them. Let's see how that's going to look. Yeah. Right, let's get 3 of you on that duty. Terrible duty. But now they just disappeared. For some reason. Alright. Strange. Granary. Get that up and running. Let's see, where do we want to place our first marketplace? So maybe we will have our church up here, maybe. So where do we want the marketplace? Maybe we will do one road like this. Then we can have our marketplace. This area maybe. Right. So you are making everything. Let's put the resources out of the way. Let's start to collect some berries. Yeah. And then we will wait for the wood until all of the burgage plots are assigned. we have up here? So all of this. Here we can actually upgrade this one. Of course, now we can gather some mushrooms. This we will not activate until... Let's order another ox there until it's time for plowing the fields here. All right, let's see. So we need to create some spears. We need to create some shields, and we need to create some helmets. That is what we need. For that. All right. And in this region, we have 4. You are doing this work here. Then let's see if we can upgrade this to maybe a stone castle after a while. Let's see if that is going to increase our influence. There we have the butcher. Reserve. So let's see, have we traded? Not yet. And this should be up and running. And we have some Gambersons. Do we have that for this army? Yeah, it looks like it. Right, so we are on our way at least to create some clothes for that army. The same thing in this county or town. All right. Well, what to do next here? I mean, the only thing I can do is to wait for either an attack or a bandit camp, I think. That's the only thing that I can wait for. So here comes another ox. So that means that I can start the production of the logging camp. So we can pick some mushrooms. It's August. So it's soon time to start the farming then. So maybe fast forward a little bit more. Here we can't do anything. All right, bandit camp. Over there. And yeah, all right, let's assemble our army then from Schatzpitz, of course. That is our best town. So let's grab our militia and our knights. Don't run. And let's let's face you on the other side of the bridge here. Let's see if you are deploying some troops. Maybe not. Building require maintenance. All right. So here we need some tools. We need some tools. So let's make a smithy. Make that a top priority, very high. Yeah. Right. Let's speed things along here. See if we can get all of our troops over the now you can maybe start running here. All right, let's attack from this side as well. You are so outnumbered, it's crazy. Wonder why we don't get to see more bandits though. Right, we claimed a little bit of influence. Get you back. We can just disband you because we are in the same region there. Send it to the treasury. Yeah. Alright, so 800 influence. We still have a long way to go, unfortunately. Until we can claim, so we need like 4,000 influence in order to conquer or claim the 2 last regions here. Okay, so we are probably not going to get this done during this episode, unfortunately. So let's see, we need some more burgage plots here. Can we make one more? No, there is our church. So let's see, do we want people to move or to live here as well? Let's see if we can make some smaller burgage plots, maybe. We can only afford one, but one is all we need, actually. See if we can make one here then. Right, like that. Right, so we have everything except firewood. So that should also go up. Yeah. So let's start to chop down in this area. And here the smithy is up and running. So let's create some tools and let's have like 10 tools in reserve there. And all right, we need more people to move in here in our little town here as well. So where do we want you then? We said we should have our manor here. So we're chopping down a good piece there. Do we want people to live out here? Maybe not. Maybe we want people to be here. So can we squeeze in a few more houses here maybe? Yeah. Maybe like that. And then also maybe a few more like this. Right, now this little settlement is growing as well. We have 4 oxen, so that's good, and 2 will be up there when it's time. So that is actually now. So let's see. Here we can maybe take away 2. Because that's all we need actually. We need 2 people here. And of course this one should have been done. Let's assign. All right, we need to upgrade that one first. All right. So here we will go for wheat and then rye and barley. But I wanted some flax maybe. Yeah. Or do I want flax? Yeah, I need flax to produce linen. Yeah, so I want flax. But I also want wheat. So can I do rye there? Then flax here. I think that's good for our first rotation there. Yeah. Yeah, I know you are doing some spears here. Maybe we can set the limit to maybe 10. And there you're doing large shields. That can also be set to like 10. And here you do helmets. Here we can also do like 10. So spear, large shields and helmets. So here we should also be able to have 1. But alright, we have too many. So let's get rid of the archers there. And so here we can have a militia here as well. I think that's important. If the enemy will spawn close to us, we need to be sure that we can raise an army fairly quickly. Let's see how our granary is doing. Yeah, we have a lot of mushrooms, but I don't think that they are set yet. Modest yield. Yeah, so they are not yet 100%. So let's see if we can farm some more here. Let's do some more vegetables here so that we can sell. And then let's do some animals for these. Yeah. All right, here we need more people, of course. Now it's harvest season. So let's take away all of the charcoal and all of the wood. The saw pit we don't need, you we can spare. And let's see. All right, let's put some more people. Let's do. So all right, the computer just needed some time. That's good. So let's see. Crop rotation, of course, we will not do rye this season, so we can do like barley there. Here we can do flax maybe. And barley, this will not be a good season for us. Rye. Here we can do wheat. And here we can maybe go with rye there as well, even if it's not that good, but it's better than nothing. Let's assign 2 oxen here. Yeah. Hopefully they will manage. A sheep gazon, let's see, a sheep gazon at high level was found dead of the cold. Oh, it's up here, all right. All right, now that was all set. Let's now see, of course I should have done this one as well. So let's update that one. Let's see if this one will update. Right, come on. Come back. All right, there we go. Right, to livestocks, and here we can have like 3 people, I think. So let's see, we have wheat, flax, and rye. So that's perfect. So now you are occupied there. So that is good. Let's see if you can. why we triggered that weird move. Very high. Let's see, here we will do, what did we say we would do? Rye, and then here we will do rye as well. But we had decent amount of wheat, 64%, 66. It's not optimal, but yeah, at least something. Put 2 there, like 4. Here we can actually spare a lot of people here. But it's not nice that our sheep has died of the cold. I mean, are we so high up here? Elevation. Ah, right. So this is actually on high elevation according to the map then. Okay. Well, that's no fun. That is going to be really expensive if we keep importing all of this, and our sheeps are going to die here. That's no fun. So maybe we need to see if we need to reconsider this area and move this, because it's too high up. But yeah, that we will do in the next episode then. And alright, here we have everything up and running. We of course need more houses here for sure. So let's see what we can do here. And we need some more houses here. Yeah, maybe like that. All right. Well, I think our towns here are looking decent at least. So I think I'm quite happy where we actually are. We don't have any bandit camps. We do have 1k of influence. So we are just going to focusing on micromanaging the 4 towns that we do have here until we get up to 2000, and then we will charge and see if we can claim the last 2 regions here. Yeah, our little view here. So, I think that is it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Would really be appreciated. So, thank you. See you in the next episode. Bye.